Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Beretta 9mm USA here, and today, either on the Beretta channel or the CZ channel, we're going to be showing you the HK-45 Tactical version 1, 210 round mags with night sights. Out of the box, that's how she comes. Pretty awesome, right? Let's see, does anything in here? You've got an extra back strap, an owner's manual. Please teach people how to handle guns correctly and be safe. Okay. We've got an HK-45 Tactical. Wow. Okay. Came with only 2 mags, and that's all that's in the box. So let's get rid of the box. So a lot of guys like their larger guns, like the Desert Eagle and whatnot. I kind of like the larger HK guns. So if I'm going to do a larger gun, I kind of like this and the USP Expert or whatever that I have that's larger. This is a full-size gun. This thing is ready for a suppressor or whatever you want to put on it. But as you look at it and you handle it, you know you've got a large pistol here. So in 45, and we are talking, it's only 10+1 on the magazines. But again, swift, silent, and deadly on this particular model. That's kind of what it's made for. So it's a more tactical version of your HK products, in my opinion. It's been fired a couple of times. My HK USP 40 has not been fired yet, and the HK USP 9 has not been fired yet. But the other ones have been to the range a couple of times. They have performed flawlessly. I don't remember any of them having any hiccups or anything. Here's the sights. So it is a night sight up there. Both sights are suppressor height. This one has serrations in the back. Here's your hammer. You've got a safety here. Let's see if it's a decocker too. Yes, it is. And it sounds great when it decocks. So, mag out. Let's start with double action. I can already tell you. Okay, this one, it's still pretty heavy. It's still around 14 pounds, I bet. It's heavy. And on this particular one, you do run into the mag release here. So as you push this trigger back, I'm running into the mag release buttons. Does that matter? Can I go higher? Yes, I can go higher. And it really doesn't change the poundage on the trigger. It's a nice wide trigger here. The paddle releases work well, but definitely stronger releases on other HK pistols that I've had. Because I'm just holding the pistol horizontally and ejecting it. And so that's the weakest push out of any magazine I've seen. Let's make sure we got that in camera. So magazine in, it's got a nice spot here for you to hit when you're loading your magazine and then force it in. As far as release, it only comes out that far. So one of the weaker push outs for an empty mag of all the HK pistols I have. You know, just to be honest. So again, I'm going to say 13 or 14 pounds double action, single action. I'm going to say 4 3/4, maybe even 4 1/2. That's pretty damn good on a single action trigger pull. Very nice. Reset. Out a little ways, not terrible, not bad. Right back on it, had a little bit of take up there until I hit the wall, and no creep. There's a little creep right there on that. Let's go off the reset again. There it is, firm it up. Yeah, just a little bit of movement. So it's very similar to my HK USP triggers, which is to say borderline excellent, you know? I mean, what do you want out of a massive combat pistol, which is what these things are? It's thinner on the polymer, but as you can tell, it doesn't move a whole lot. The texturing on this pistol, pretty great. All the way around, very nice. Definitely nothing to complain about. It's got a nice pick rail right here with numerous slots. So pick what you want to put on it. Cocked and locked, carry. You hit it, you go down one, it releases. You hit it, and you go down to double. And if you press down further, this one's a little awkward. The USP was a little bit easier to go down and hold down. This one is a little bit more awkward to put in that position. Your thumb kind of wants to come off it as soon as you decock it. Instead of staying on top of it, it just feels a little odd that way. So I think this one will be a little bit easier to use in the cocked and locked position. It feels a little bit more natural. Because if you do that, if you hold it down, the trigger's dead. So down, fire. And don't just train yourself not to go down all the way and hold it down. I don't know if anyone's ever said that before on a video. Safety. Fire. Safe. Fire. All the way down to decock. You fall off it. So you're good either way there. Again, I think it's just a simple training issue if you're used to carrying 1911s and staying on that safety. You just got to train yourself that if you're going to use this in a cocked and locked position, that once you bring it out, just hold it straight. If you hold your thumb straight, kind of like you would on a 1911, and you don't go to the digged in position, which is further down, you just basically just took it off safety like you did on 1911 and you're good to go. I hope that makes sense. I want to make sure that, especially since we have so many 1911 guys on our channel, that you understand that there's a slight training opportunity for you in all of these HK pistols. USPs were the ones I realized it on, and now we're on the HK-45 Tactical, and it's very close to the same thing, but a little bit more difficult to push the safety that further down and take your trigger, make it inoperable. So don't do that. If I was to carry it, I think myself personally, especially until I got to the point where, you know, I was at the range 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times with one of these HK USPs or the HK-45 Tactical or any of them that are built this way. I like the idea of having a decocker involved in your pistol. I like that idea, but I think until I had some real good shooting time with the HK product, I would probably carry it like this in double action with the pistol on fire over here. So you pull it out, you fire it. Double action on the first pull, and then single action on the additional. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's take a look at it. Anything else? We already talked about the mag release here, and we talked about the wonderful stippling all the way around the pistol. Very attractive. Let's try to get some good shots here. The serrations are not as pronounced. I don't have my USP out right now, but I thought they were more than this. These are pretty light as far as serrations up here on the or aft. Again, when you test that, you want to make sure that the hammer's all the way home so you can give your viewers a better idea of what it's all about. If you grab the gun from the front and the hammer is down, how difficult is it? Not. It's not difficult either way. These HK pistols are actually very easy to manipulate and to put into action. So you've got a sight that looks like it's adjustable up and down. And I think that's about it for the HK-45. Here's the business end again, and the sight picture. It's a good looking gun. It is a large gun, but not overly large. So if you bring your Desert Eagle out or your Smith & Wesson 500 or 44 Magnums, I'm probably gonna bring something like this. Maybe I'll bring a 1911 and 10 millimeter, but that's about as large as we're getting these days. We have a host of 357 revolvers, but we're kind of currently out of the revolver 44 Magnum game too. So, and you look at prices, guys. This thing, I think, is around $1,100. I just don't remember for sure. So you're gonna have to check it out. But there's a lot of handguns that sell for a hell of a lot more money than this, including some of the ones that I just named. So if you're interested in HK, I would not shy away at all. I'd get one while you can. 10 round magazines, you know, do I wish it was more? Yes, I do. I wish it was at least 12 plus 1, which would give you 13 rounds of 45 ACP, but it's just not. That's not what's out there. That's not what's available. Can you get them on the aftermarket? I don't know. You guys may know better than me because I haven't had a lot of time to search out HK products. I do know usually they're expensive, but all the good things seem to be pretty expensive. Until the next video, guys, thanks for watching this one. I always appreciate the thumbs up and the subscription. So if you can subscribe to our channel, that would be wonderful. This is the Beretta 9mm USA channel or the CZ 9mm USA channel. I also started a new tool channel called the Legion of Tools. So if you're interested in any tools at all that's out there, the good stuff, not the stuff to avoid, but if you want something good that's made well and you want to make sure you're spending your money wisely, come on over and subscribe to the tool channel, and we kind of hang out and talk about tools over there. It's not quite as serious as the gun channels are, but it's something I've wanted to do in retirement. And so it is up and running with like 36 videos already done on that tool channel. I retired on December 16th, and it is now the beginning of March when I'm making this video. So it's up and running. It looks like it's gonna be a small but hopefully successful little channel over there. And I welcome you all to come on over and check it out. Until the next gun review, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe out there, and remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.